welcome to our Driggers Repairs here with another video, and today I'm going to be explaining a process I took to repair a vehicle that I had in the shop. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record the process of the repair because I didn't have time, but I did want to make a video because this may be happening to your vehicle. Now, the vehicle I'm working on is a 2016 Kia Sorento. It had a 2.0 liter turbocharged GDI motor, gas direct injection, so it has a high pressure fuel pump. Upon my diagnosis, the vehicle came in with a couple of codes dealing with a very excessive rich condition. The vehicle, upon driving it, I was able to see my fuel trims. They were excessively rich once the vehicle reached operating temperature and the O2 sensors reached closed loop. So upon driving the car to the shop, I started thinking and I started realizing that there's only certain variables that can cause an excessively rich condition. So what I ended up doing is I ended up taking the oil cap off the valve cover, and upon smelling inside, I noticed that it was rich in fuel. I got a lot of fuel smell out of the valve cover, so it led me to believe that there was fuel dilution into the crankcase, and that can cause an excessively rich condition due to the PCV valve sucking the vapors, or the vacuum bringing the vapors back inside of the motor and creating a rich condition. Okay, now what caused this? What caused the vehicle to experience the oil dilution with fuel? So the culprit that was failing in this repair was a high pressure fuel pump. Okay, I have one right here. Okay, this is an example of a high pressure fuel pump here. Happens to be off a Hyundai, I believe, or a Kia, same make. Now, what ended up happening is these high pressure fuel pumps, they are triggered, or they are ran by the camshaft, okay, by a camshaft lobe that spins with the motor, and then this pushes this pendulum here, okay, and this is how the vehicle is able to build high pressure by compressing the pendulum in here and creating high pressure into the rail and establishing high pressure to the high pressure injectors. Now, what ended up happening here is that there was a leak happening right here. It wasn't the seal. The leak was happening right here. Okay, let me see if I can show you. Okay, I was able to smell raw fuel here. What was happening was that the fuel was leaking from here, and there is nowhere else to go, the fuel, but into the valve cover, into the crankcase, and then it was being picked up by the PCV, being routed back into the motor and creating this excessive rich condition. Okay, so if you're having codes dealing with rich condition, of course there can be a lot of variables. It can be a lot of other things that can cause a rich condition. Well, not many things, but other things can cause a rich condition. So I'm not saying that this is always going to be your problem, but if you take the cap off the valve cover and you notice a smell of fuel, then you know that there is fuel entering the crankcase. The oil is being diluted with fuel and it's causing a rich condition. So what I recommend is you do that, okay? And if that is the case, then the issue is going to be a failure within the high pressure fuel pump here, where the fuel is leaking out and causing the fuel to enter the crankcase and causing a rich condition, okay? Now, before I end this video, another symptom that you could potentially have with this same problem is you can turn the vehicle off, and even with the vehicle off, the vehicle's still running. Okay, so if you're having the symptom of rich codes, crankcase smelling like fuel, and once the vehicle turns off, it stays on, then most likely the high pressure fuel pump is going to be the culprit. I didn't want to make this video too long. I didn't want to make it too technical, bore you. I just wanted to let my viewers know, or anybody that's interested or that's having the same problem, that if you're having the symptoms, then most likely the issue is going to be the high pressure fuel pump. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, make sure you put a comment, make sure you subscribe, okay, and yeah, keep wrenching.